Shotbow Mayhem Hard, testing out the brand new weapon inside of Moco. I just got off stream. We were streaming for 2 hours, ran the open world, and then dove into the event. We completed it in full, unlocking all of the rewards, including the Moco Gold at the end, but it is difficult to complete this in under 4 minutes on hard. What I want to show you guys is exactly how it was done with my team after we had a bunch of failures before actually getting it done. So first things you need to understand is you need to quickly take down these mobs as quickly as you can. At some point you may think, maybe I should run and early get over to the other side as I'm doing right here. My team was able to clean that up very quickly, and I was able to run on over and start throwing damage on the next mob. This doesn't seem to work so great on every stage though. It seems that when it gets a little bit more difficult, you may want to stick together. I think that's what we do right here, and take down all of the enemies and then together run. Notice we completed that. Now we're running over to the next. We are already with the best time we've had throughout the entire stream. And we have Starlight, by the way, and Will on this one. Thank you guys so much for the push. Now notice we're keeping both of these axe choppers on wave 3 together. We have piercing damage with this new weapon, which means you shoot through enemies. So you want to line them up as best as you can. Another tip here is to focus on the bosses. If you're shooting at bosses, you will then shoot everything behind the bosses because of that pierce. So worry less about the small enemies, more about those big ones, and you should be okay. Again, at the end of the day, you're going to be stunned. You want to try and dash away from those stuns, but you do want to try and kite these enemies away from the van and in line with each other. So when you're shooting through one large enemy, you're also shooting through a second large enemy. We just smashed it on that wave. Now we're gonna go and deal with the ladybug. We have to push our way through all these spitters first. They actually stunned me a little bit there. And then the same thing with the ladybug. You wanna shoot right through her, get right in front of her. She's not gonna do too much damage to you, and just shoot through. Remember, you could shoot through the knight's shields as well. These knights, they are piercing. Your weapon is piercing, it shoots right through. We crushed that and didn't allow her to spawn another wave of knights. Now, on this wave right here, the enemies come quickly out of the bottom, but oh, no, I was wrong here. Okay, right here, you get overlords from each. You wanna get them all to come together at the van, and then you and your teammates focus on those large bosses, the overlords. Shoot through the overlords, killing all the bugs behind, and you will be okay. Again, this is to get a sub 4-minute time to complete the event on the hardest difficulty. We all want all the rewards. Now notice right here, these overlords, they're kind of lining themselves up. We can do damage through multiple of them, and I rotate around so that I'm shooting at them when they have enemies, other enemies behind them. I don't want to shoot when there's nothing behind. I want to shoot through many enemies at one time. It's how you save on time itself. We're going to clean up the rest of these spitters, and then it's the last and final round. Down below, no large enemies come out from down there. This is all smaller enemies, so I'm just trying to clear this out. These are the ones that actually knocked me back a bit. These spitters were quite a pain to deal with, and I took longer than I wanted to deal with them, but I didn't want these spitters to get by the van, where they were then going to be really knocking us back and dropping a lot of damage on us when we were trying to deal with the larger enemies, because again, spitters stay back. Now look, my team already cleaned up the smaller enemies behind the toxic spitters, and now we're able to just throw damage on these guys. We focus on this one here on the right at first all together. Now we can get them both together. Look, we're all shooting through the first toxic spitter into the second. We're just gonna absorb all of that poison, and this is how it's done. We have 15 seconds to get it done, and we got it done in no time. This right here was a victory in 3 minutes and 48 seconds, 0.40. So this is how you get it done. It was difficult. It took a few tries. You definitely have to work together as a team. Key things: dodge all of the stuns so you don't get stopped with your shooting. Try and kite all of the large enemies together and focus on the large ones versus focusing on the little guys. The big ones are the ones that are gonna do the most damage and take the most time to get down. Good luck.